Hi, I'm starting a greeting card business for all this time. What do I mean by that? This actually isn't the first time I've tried to start a greeting card business, but this time, this one is for real. This is the one. My name is Node, I'm 27 years old, and I've been running a greeting card business called A Good Old Greeting Company for all of one day now. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, you're still here. Thanks for sticking around. I'm from Washington State, but I live and work as a designer in New York City. Now, I've mentioned before that this isn't the first time I've tried to start a greeting card business, because it isn't. I actually gave this a shot in February of 2023, and I went around for all of 1 month after selling a few cards before eventually fizzling out and just letting the shop kind of die. There's a lot of things I want to cover in this video, but I didn't know exactly how to structure it, so we're gonna go with this new segment I call... Our first question is, where did you get the idea to start a greeting card business? Wow, great question. I was actually inspired by a bunch of small YouTubers. Small being a relative term, of course. These people are something around 100,000 subscribers, so like silver play button, oh my god! But these are people who like run their own e-commerce stores and run their shops as themselves. Like they don't seem to really be putting on a front for the camera. One of them is named Tim Koa, who doesn't like sell greeting cards per se, but he does run an e-commerce shop. He's somebody who's super transparent about how he runs his e-commerce business and showed his process going from like somebody who had like 0 customers all the way up to where he is now. It's not his success that like appealed to me, it was how he takes his viewers into his process and doesn't really sugarcoat things and is really transparent about that. So because he made running an e-commerce shop look really attainable and approachable for someone like me, I think that's really important. It has to be attainable. Goals have to be attainable, you know? And that's why I looked at like smaller YouTubers, because I didn't want to look up to like people with millions of subscribers who are at a place that didn't seem possible. And the fact that they're at this level of a following and quitting their full-time jobs is really inspirational to me. So one day that might be me, who knows? Next question is, why are you starting a greeting card company specifically? The answer to this question is that I've recently come to a point in my life where I feel like I've experienced enough events in my life and met enough like people who have shaped who I am that I actually have enough inside of me that I need to express that I needed some sort of creative outlet, right? So I figured that greeting cards is actually a great way to do that, because from a graphic designer standpoint, a greeting card has to do one thing, right? Which is to express how you're feeling to the person reading it. And you have 4 surfaces on which to do that on a greeting card. So I actually think it is a great like kind of structure for me to express my feelings and whatever event it is. Like I think a greeting card is like a great way to just kind of make art while also making it an intentional thing that makes people happy. If you're curious about what I make, you can head over to goodoldgreeting.com and you can just see all the catalog of cards I have made so far. I also make postcards and I make a bunch of prints of like actual art that I've made. So check it out. Please support me. All right, you're talking about all the reasons why you're into greeting cards, but why are you making this video about it? The answer to this question is like some parts self-serving and some parts altruistic in a way. The first reason is yes, obviously I would love for the greeting card business and the YouTube channel to be like a way for me to break away from, you know, working for someone else. I think a lot of people have the idea or inkling that they want to, you know, use social media as their job, or like they want to be a YouTuber as their job. But to me, I think the real breakdown of it is that I want to diversify my income. Basically, like I think working for yourself is a very gratifying thing to do, and you know, people who have done it in my life are very satisfied with themselves, and it's not like there's an absence of struggle, but you know, at the end of the day, the only person you can really blame / reward is yourself, because you're the one driving the work and you're not working for a corporation. In a more acute and personal selfish reason, I actually would love to be able to look back on these videos and see how far I've come. You know, say 3-5 years from now, I've been doing the YouTube and greeting card thing, and I'm able to like look back on this specific video right now that we're watching together, and just kind of see how far I've come in these past years. I don't know how long this will last, but I would love to look back on that and think, wow, I'm very proud of what Noah did. He sat in front of a camera, he plucked his eyebrows for the video so he didn't look like a complete mess. And I would love to see my growth as the Noah who was too afraid to try anything related to being on camera, to the Noah who became very comfortable on camera, and not only that, was someone who was willing to pursue his dreams and wouldn't let embarrassment or cringe stop him. Another reason that is like a little bit less selfish for starting this YouTube channel is my hope is that others see my journey and like all the steps I take to get wherever I go, 5 years from now, and think, wow, that guy is a massive buffoon. I can do what he does. And then they go and do it. They do it. That would be insane. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if I could say, this idiot inspired you to start your own YouTube channel / e-commerce site? Like, that would be so funny. And I would love to pass on what a lot of the YouTubers I watch have done for me and pass on that chain of inspiring people to start what they love. I would be very happy with that. Okay, I'm really tired of sitting up straight, so I'm just gonna relax now. Okay, so next question I had for myself is, why do you think you stopped after 1 month in February? That's a funny question because who likes to talk about their failures, but here we go. I mean, there was a lot of reasons why that first venture didn't pan out, and not all of them were negative, I think. On a personal note, I was focusing a lot on my relationship with my girlfriend. Another reason was that work was not going particularly well for me at that time. I got laid off, which prevented me obviously from starting a side hustle because I had to find a main hustle in the meantime. On a more positive note, I was actually getting really committed to getting better at volleyball. I started picking it up a year and a half before that point, and I was just in love with it. And I actually found a group of people who I've really grown to love and love playing with. They're so cool, and I just love spending time with them. So these are really valid reasons for not starting a side hustle. I look back on it and think, oh, it would have been nice if I had kept it up, for the 9 months or whatever between then and now. But at the same time, there were a lot of positive things and a couple negative things that were kind of holding me back, and it's okay. I think one of the lessons I've taken from this experience is that trying to start once and then picking up again later is not a bad thing. I don't think I would have as many things to say or express in the greeting cards or in my art had I just kept continuing from that February point in time. So I feel like I had to have the time between then and now to really grow even more as a person and have a lot more to express and have a lot more just creative energy to really, output. Next question is, what makes you think this go around will be different than the last go around? Amazing question. I actually think what makes this time different is a few different things. I actually have a really big support system. I have friends who are also looking into making content, and I'm looking forward to just being able to discuss with them how they make their own content. I've been saying content a lot. I'm gonna try to stop saying it. Like I said before, my career is at a point where I'm no longer satisfied with working a 9-to-5 job. I would love to just have an extra side hustle that I really, really passionately care about and can really grow, really customize to be representative of who I am and what I care about. Okay, another question is, won't it take you 3 years to build up any sort of following? This is the voice of self-doubt. My own particular voice of self-doubt is mad strong. Used to be way stronger, if he was a person, he would look like this. Yeah. Huge boy. But with that being said, in the end, one of the reasons why I am actually starting this iteration of the business is from, what else? A TikTok. The original quote was apparently from some guy named Earl Nightingale. The comment was in response to a video of somebody trying something really hard. The comment says, "This will take 3 years." To which someone responded, "The time will pass anyway." I sent this immediately to my girlfriend saying, "Look at this TikTok. It's literally the best thing I've ever read. This is better than the Bible." So the next time I doubt that what I'm doing here is unattainable or it's gonna take too long, I'm gonna tell myself, the time will pass anyway. Thanks, Earl. Okay, last question. What can we expect to see from you in the future? In addition to like constant product plugs or whatever on TikTok and Instagram, you can actually see a lot of videos about me making videos, a lot of videos about me making cards. I'll also be uploading regular updates on how the business is doing through the form of like self-interviews, just like this one, the first of which you'll be seeing in a couple weeks. Holding myself to that. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, subscribe, like the video, tell me what you like about my hair. If you don't like my hair, I just got a haircut. Anyway, thanks for spending time with me. I'll see you later. Bye!